briefly what's in store for 2018. So in the spring, as I mentioned, we are going to have the launch of Jurassic World. So Jurassic World, from a collector standpoint, is going to have a full line of die-cast vehicles launching right around April. And that will be 2 collections. It will be a Jurassic Legacy collection of die-cast from Jurassic Park 1 through Jurassic Park 3. And for all you movie buffs out there, there will also be a complete collection of Jurassic World movie property and movie packaging for Jurassic World 1 and Jurassic World 2. And that'll launch in about April, but will continue with fresh mixes throughout the year. The majority, though, the rest of this presentation for tonight, we're going to focus on all the really cool, awesome things that are up and coming from Matchbox. Reason being that we're unfortunately not really able to divulge anything else other than what I just shared with you regarding Jurassic World due to the confidentiality nature of that property. But thankfully, there's a lot of really fun stuff to talk about from Matchbox. Starting in the spring, you all are going to see a new and expanded die-cast segmentation at the Matacon system, which you'll see rolling out in the basic die-cast assortment, and then also expanding into other assortments and play sets. As we kind of start talking about a little bit earlier today, this is going to really help with collectability and making it easier and more fun for you all as well as our boys to collect Matchbox. So really excited about that. And then also laddering into the fall. In the fall, there's going to be a complete and total refresh of the Matchbox brand. Yeah, was there a clap out there? No, not yet? It's okay. Because that's not really that exciting, so it gets better, so it's fine. But thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, and that's across everything from a marketing and branding standpoint, as well as packaging, which looks amazing, and it's also then going to trickle down into how we look at our die-cast vehicles and all the kind of marketing support that we put behind that. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a really nice push for Matchbox. I can tell you that that the product and the packaging looks amazing. It really helps elevate the quality and what Matchbox stands for. And thankfully, we're not changing any of the prices and any of the die-cast pricing, so you're getting that benefit without any financial hit. So last but not least, of course, we're going to wrap that all up, tie that with a bow, of course, the 65th anniversary. So as we know, of course, Matchbox is celebrating a birthday, and so you'll see that as we pay tribute to Matchbox being 65 years old, both in the basics assortment as well as in the collector. So yeah, so Matchbox is turning 65 years old. We are older than our big blue brother, believe it or not. But don't worry, we're not even thinking about retiring. In fact, it's the exact opposite. As I mentioned, in 2018, Matchbox is growing. We're growing the brand, we're expanding, and we're kind of looking at how we're going to position us for the future. And in doing that, in a great time for our birthday, we're really getting back to our roots, around our authentic roots, and it's all about really getting back to that core, authentic die-cast vehicles, and really what put us on the map, what made Matchbox successful, and what kind of drove the business for a long, long time. And with that evolution comes a refocus to kind of our brand purpose, and one that's really built around the authenticity that Matchbox stands for, as well as the amazing heritage that it was built upon. And so Matchbox, true to its heritage, is really going to drive endless adventure for boys of all ages. And that imagination is the first way that we know that our boys discover, explore, and learn all about the world around them. So we're really excited to kind of focus on that and focus on these realistic, real-world vehicles for real-world adventures, and to let boys live out the endless play. So you'll see a little bit more on that in just a moment. But as we kind of refocus and dive into the heritage and authenticity of Matchbox, rest assured, all of the core wonderful die-cast assortments that you all see out today will continue. So we will be refreshing and having new mixes and new assortments with our singles, our basic singles, 5-packs, 9-packs, Skybusters, color changers, as well as these online offerings at the 20 and 50-pack you'll all see in 2018. And as we mentioned, in spring of 2017, we'll kind of have this new expanded thematic segmentation. And that's going to launch in January, right in the beginning of 2018. And you'll see that we're going to go from the 4 buckets that we have currently to 6. And so we expanded kind of our collections or our segmentation, and we try to make it very clear for everyone, especially our boys, to shop Matchbox. So you'll have your police and fire under rescue, your construction, obviously with construction, you have your city service vehicles, and all those vehicles that you see on the road, your off-road, your road trip vehicles, which is all kind of your vehicles that you see in the city and ones that you would take on vacations and road trips, and then lastly, we have a new Matchbox entertainment bucket. And that segment is where you'll see brands like Jurassic World and those die-cast collections fitting. So, that's where we are in 2017. So we have our segmentation there with our icon and the name of the vehicle on the right side. What we're doing to kind of enhance and improve in 2018, excuse this image, that's the image up top is just for placement, but you'll notice that we're going to bring in an icon, a very easy to recognize icon, with the segment name on the side, as well as the collector, the collector number for that segment on top. So you'll still have the 1 out of 125 on the back for your completionists out there. But for those that really want to focus in on a certain segment, and for young boys that maybe only want to collect construction or police, they can know, okay, I want to get 5. I need to get 20. I've got 5, and I need to get the other 15 to get 20 or whatever that assortment is. And then the name of the vehicle will be on the right side. And also we are going to have the coloring system on both sides. So if you're a lefty like me, you can still kind of flip through the pegs, and it's not so hard to find what you're looking for. So we're excited. We think that'll really help drive collectability and again, help build a business and build a brand so that we can do more fun things for you guys. And then, of course, last but not least, there's a nod there to our 65th birthday. Because where would we be without our beginnings? All right. Then, in July, in the fall, we're going to have that fresh, brand new line look that's going to go across the product and packaging. That is still in development, so unfortunately we can't share anything yet. But stay tuned for that. It's looking great. Our packaging team has been working extremely hard on it. I think you guys will really, really like it. It's really fresh. It's really clean. It has a really nice kind of nod back to the origins of Matchbox and the heritage. So stay tuned for more on that. But as we then look into our new die-cast items for spring 2018, you're going to see some treasure hunts. The Matchbox Gold Rush. You're going to see. Getting back to some golden nuggets that we're gonna populate out there in retail. I heard something earlier today about that. It's happening. It's going to be at Target and Toys R Us. We're getting back into it after I think maybe a little hiatus. So you gotta kind of start to walk first before you run. But in 2018 we're looking at 4 exclusive kind of golden nuggets, if you will, within the die-cast basics assortment. So I'll let Abe kind of show those models and get a little deeper on those. But you're going to have your first exclusive vehicle within 30782 in spring and Q2. Then later towards the end of Q2, you'll see one at Toys R Us. Then in the 3rd quarter, there'll be another one at Target. And then to complete your collection of 4 will be the 4th one in fall at Q4 back at Toys R Us. So that's going to be really fun and really exciting. Can pay kind of a nice tribute to our 60th anniversary. And then with Walmart, our themed assortments have been very popular at Walmart, so we'll be continuing those in 2018. We got a really fun lineup of trucks and both in singles and 5-packs with Chevrolet. They're celebrating a very big anniversary next year, so stay tuned for more information on that. But that's going to be a lot of fun. Those vehicles look great. The packaging looks awesome. And then in the fall, we're going to do a really fun, sleek line for Mercedes. In each of those assortments, we'll have an assortment of singles and 5-packs like they do this year. So that's going to be more of your core basic offering, but of course we haven't forgotten about our premium deluxe collection. So this year it was best of. In spring 2018, it's going to be Globe Travelers, and I'll let Abe get into that in a little bit more detail. But it's going to be a really fun line, all about vehicles that are jet setting all around the world and the cool adventures that they're going on. And then in fall, we're actually going to take it up a notch. We're going to slightly modify this item and add on articulating parts. So you'll still have the same great level of deco that you have with Best of and Globe Travelers, same 2-piece wheels, but with articulating features. So that's going to be really fun. And in fall, we're going to kind of pay tribute and knock back to the 65th anniversary. Stay tuned for more on that. And then as we look into new items for fall, we have a couple new exciting die-cast assortments. The first one is what we're tentatively calling Action Basics. So you will have your premium deluxe collector line, which we just showed. We're also looking to introduce a lower price, more mass price, basic die-cast, but with articulating feature, articulating doors, things like that. So that'll be a nice, tight collection of both kind of classic, loved cars, as well as some cars that tie back to the heritage and the origins of Matchbox. We're going to start building that tool bank back up, so you'll see kind of a nice tight collection at first, and then as the years go on, we'll continue to build that out. And then also coming back in fall 2018, real working rigs. So this kind of goes and ties into our whole theme about kind of that realism and honing in on what makes Matchbox unique and different between our city service, patrol, and off-road, and real working rigs and construction. So this is gonna be great. Really excited about that. That's gonna do really well. Also with our play sets. So just kind of quickly wrap things up. As we look into 2018 and into the future, as we briefly mentioned today, we're really focusing on diecast, and this diecast is our base, it's our foundation, and it's what's going to drive and drive the business forward. So in 2018, you can expect to see the plastic vehicles for the most part, those large scale plastics, going away. We're not in the business really to compete with Tonka. We're going to have a laser focus on diecast, on expanding the world of diecast, and on really fun accessories and play sets that help complement and elevate all the great diecast items that we're doing. So you'll see, summarize, you'll see everything from your basic diecast to your articulating parts to real working rigs, and then starting in fall 2018, that's going to be complemented by a really fun line of play sets, which will start slow with a nice tight assortment of sets that make sense, and then from there kind of build out into the world. And so the idea here is that everything works together. It's all built around the same 1/64 scale, and you can take all of your vehicles and your 5-packs and things like that, and live out your world for your play set. So we know that our boys and your kids and grandkids, we think will really love that. So that just about wraps it up for the upfront piece. We have Abe that'll come up and kind of get into more of like the fun stuff. So. Thank you all so much for coming out. If you have any questions, I'll be afterwards. But otherwise, I'll turn it over to Abe.
Give me a few minutes to set up, and then you can see the design side portion of this.
The fun part.
That's me on my Pee-wee bike. I have a replica Pee-wee bike.
Serena bicycles in 2018, right?
So
You built that bike, by the way.
Hooray.
I saw you guys on White Sands. I said, are they crazy? Because what if they go to the mountains? It's better than an adventure.
All right.
Let me run through. Excuse me. Excuse me. Woo!
All right, everybody. You guys all know me. I'm Abe Lugo. I'm the lead design of diecast at Matchbox. I'm going to be on this side of the board because he's filming also. Just following how we did it last year, and I'm going to go through a little more in depth on showing models and lines and clap if you like it. You know, whatever noise you want to make. I'm just gonna start through, and then you'll see. You can yell or whatever. Okay. Matchbox logo. Part of the brand refresh might be a little refresh of the new steel logo we have. So just a little, vision of things to come, I guess. 60th. Yeah. Okay. 65th anniversary. This is our new logo for that one too. Gotta say thank you for everyone joining on Instagram. Who's joining on Instagram this year? Cool. Take one more. So I just followed up Gary's old list. We actually have 27,000 followers now. I think we were at around 22, 20-ish when we turned it over. We got people from everywhere making comments and having fun, listening to your suggestions. Those are some of the key things here. You know, we early sneak some samples. You see the cool stuff. You know, sometimes we get some help from other, bloggers. Lamley helps us out. This is an old one, but it's still relevant. Gain insight of what, my Matchbox pegs. That's one hashtag where we can look at and try and fix things for you. Yeah. And then we now have a Facebook and Twitter feed. So I'm just, if you guys are on Facebook, look for the Matchbox World and join up through there, and you can see everything that's going on Instagram if you're not on Instagram. I'm just trying to help everyone else. Okay, so this is what you're waiting for, the 2018 Bottle Debut. Here's a play the sizzle. I'm covering it on purpose, right?
Alt-Enter.
Okay, you guys ready? Clap if you like it. All right, guys, that's it. All right, so I'll walk you through some of the new models. We have to have some originals. You'll be surprised what you see. We took some advice and we try to make them more true to life. So you can start with the first of all, it's less originals. Eventually, we could shorten it even more, but you'll like these. So this is Arctic Thunder follow up for our Desert Thunder. So it's a big snow vehicle. This is a rescue tank. So it's kind of a fire rescue tank thing. Okay. This is it's a European military troop truck. Yeah. So. Off-road trailer. Off-road trailer. We're adding more hitches. We may have more hitch and haul type vehicles to come. We're doing a flatbed. We could carry a long car. You'll see a model of it. We have it here. This is going to be a tow king cab. Well, tow king's the name. It's going to be on one of our king cab styles. Yeah. Here's our licensed vehicles, guys. Some of you guys either have one of these or have seen it. It's a F-350 Super Duty with Skyjacker customization. It's actual SEMA truck. So yeah, it's a good one. 2017 Honda Civic hatchback. I think that might be the color that we're getting it in this first round. So we'll see. You know, it's a nice car. 33 Plymouth sedan. This one's was one of those that kind of had to be a police car. But didn't get the siren on it. But it'll be a relatively nice little hot rod looking car. So you'll see it. Okay. The Chevy Colorado Extreme. This is a concept, but it's all like there's a Z71 series. It's very close to it. So it's almost a production car. So yeah, bright orange truck. Yeah. Yamaha Bolt Scrambler. We were back with Yamaha. I think we had the Rhino for a long time, and we promised them a couple more vehicles. So you'll see a couple more come in, you know, after this. So yeah. Again, Mercedes. We're starting to build a Mercedes tool bank, and as you can see, this is obviously the Mercedes from Jurassic World. So we're being a little efficient with certain tools, and this is still true to a Mercedes than it is to a a movie car. You know. So it's the GLE Jeep Wagoneer. I know Michael Geraldo loves this car. You know. We have one here. You'll see it. It's a decent scale, and we're working out the year. You know, there's like a range, so they still look vintage. So yeah. Okay. Diamond T pickup. I don't think he's paying attention to me, but there's someone asking for that one. There's a Diamond T. We have a model here. We're working things out, and we should be able to make this. It's a nice model. It's a nice big truck too. Yeah. Cadillac Escalade. I don't know, it's the big luxury SUV, and we should have a luxury SUV in every year, right? Or at least something big and cool. So you'll see the one that we're making. Scania fire truck. You'll see the model here. This one's still being worked on. It's just a big fire truck. It's fun. The Mazda CX-5. You know, we went heavy on the classic JDM style, so we wanted to balance it out with some, you know, modern import type vehicles, and this one fits the bill. It's like a follow-up to the Mazda Miata, you know. What else can I say? It's not going to have the bubble on the roof, but we tried. It's a nice crossover SUV, and we need some more crossovers in the line. There's the GMC Scenic Cruiser. Yeah, we missed it on the video. It's all right. There it is. There's a model of it over there. We're trying to be true to scale to the original. You know where that's coming from, and it's going to be a major undertaking. But And once again, with all these licensed vehicles, we're trying to get the main body and die cast as much as we can. There's like gives and takes that we have to do, and yeah, we'll try. This one's going to be particular because we need to color break it so we can get our deco schemes in a nice way, you know. That's about it on that one. There's a 64 Fairlane wagon. That one's a this one happens to be a custom wagon. Ours will be a little more stock. Yeah, and I don't know about that funky orange stripe. It's a little Hot Wheels there. Yeah. Well, we'll get it in there. You'll see a copy of it here. Yeah. This is a MAN TGS truck. These are it's a larger truck. This one's really prelim model, so you'll see it. It's a cool dump truck. We haven't done very many dump trucks in the recent years, so we wanted to get one in. Alright, the NASA Space Chariot. So before the team changed, we had we wanted to do more Explorer stuff, so this one kept in the queue, kept marching forward, and it's still in there. And it's a cool little model, so we'll see how it goes. It's still a prelim model, so you'll enjoy to see that. And we'll try and keep the actual wheels down there, because some people fake them out and they're just like static wheels, but this will have rolling wheels on it. So yeah. Here's the Nissan Leaf. This was a late ad, and what's funny is that you can't find a picture of it because it doesn't exist yet. But Nissan wants to work with us on the new Leaf, the new generation, and you know, we can work on something with them. So it's just kind of a nod to it. Yeah. 54 Jaguar. A little typo there, but it's an XK140. We had an old one like this, so it's kind of an in-between bring-back tool, and it'll be a nod to a reuse model. It's a coupe, so yeah, it should be cool. The motor delivery truck. So this is a Navistar Modic electric vehicle, and we wanted to bring some of the people that are interested in electric vehicles into you know, the little kids and collectors. So it's a really particular truck. We see them around big cities and stuff. So yeah. And then there's the BMW i8. Yeah, this one's a really difficult one to do, and we work things out where we have a basics version and we'll have a premium version. So you guys you'll see another preview of another thing that has to do with this. So it's a really cool car. Who doesn't want one? You know. I think that's it on that one. Oh, and then the last one. The MG GT. So this one is also in the works. The early version was a rally version, and I know sometimes we have to force the rally version, but this will be a stock roof now. You know, some of those changes have been not made on this model, so you'll see that. You know, it's a cool little, you know, coupe. Cool car. And then what do we got? The Volvo fire truck. Someone's asking about that. So this is actually a 2017 that didn't make it into 2017. So we still have it as a little ace up our sleeves in case something decides. You know, it's taking the Evoque trail. So you know, it's still baking somewhere. But there's a model of it that you'll see here, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But we already have the Scania, as you can see, so we'll work things out. Yeah. And so that's it for the basics, the 2018 basics. So the rest is World of Diecast, and the first part we're going to show you is what's left of the 2017 line, what you guys are seeing. And I know some of you asked about the rest of the line list. So I think what we're going to do is work out we're going to pull some data from our MO of what we have that's finalized, and give you like a little number chart we can send out to certain people, and it'll help you identify certain cars, because I know some people have they want the list so they can just do a quick checklist. So these are the early ones. Quick one more. We're like on J right now, right? So there you can see J, the J mix. That's what's out right now. You'll see the next mix. There's a funky. Some of those are going to show up over here. You'll see the two new tools in K are the Arctic Snowcat, which I forget the name what we ended up at on that one, and then the Duck Duck is down there. So that's like the tourist trap truck. Yeah. And then, so in Mix L, we got the new tools is the tree lugger, which is the little blue with yellow, and then the Datsun 510 down there in orange. And we got the Pontiac coming back. I don't know if you guys seen that in a while. And then the water truck, the Spartans truck. So and then in Mix M, we got the convertible Camaro. We're bringing back the contractor, the F-150 contractor truck, and then there's an oddball, like the fourth one down on the right side that has two images. That's the Speed Trapper, and that's a new trailer that has like a little feature where you can roll through the numbers. They laser etch them in special, and it's kind of like that old the radar machine. There's a Tesla, a white Tesla coming back, and then you'll see there's an oddball over there, and you see it. It's the red truck. It's number 2 of Sonora Shredder. So that's helping us out a bit with the Volvo moving around. So yeah, it's going to be a B deco, and it'll be like a anodized red color. It should be really cool. So there's that's the end of the 2017 line. Okay, so I'm going to go right into the 2015. Flip back the other way. No picture. But I'm going to go into the 20, so I don't have, for 2018 basics, I don't have, a lot of that's baking right now, like in graphics world, so it would be a lot of black and white images. You could see some of them next year. But I'm going to go into the 5-packs and stuff like that for you guys. It's 2018 5-packs and other lines, so you guys can see some of that. So, yeah. So now I'll explain some of them. So the first one is national parks. You know, everybody loves the national parks, so we decided that we were going to do a 5-pack of it. That's what's going to come out right there. Coffee cruisers is, you know, all the guys that show up in the morning in their cool old cars and exotic cars. We did a line for that in the 5-packs. We're bringing back the hearse. Yeah. We got the Jaguar. We got the Dodge Viper, Buick, and the 56. I mean, all those cars. I mean, come on, guys. Those are the best. So you'll see a lot of vehicles that are old tools coming back through here, and I'm able to make changes and stuff and have a different schedule. So it works out. Texas Rangers is going to be kind of like a NYPD set, but it's all based on Texas Rangers deco. Yeah, and then Deep Forest Fire will be differentiated from national parks, where it's more a fire rescue team. But it'll be like a High Sierra fire rescue team. Yeah. We keep our city segment, and we have some cool city vehicles, and there's the Ford Transit Connect. That one's getting CTO. The other ones are pretty standard. They'll have all new liveries and stuff. Ocean construction is the idea of vehicles that work next to the beach. So we have like kind of a new livery developing in there, so you can kind of see it's in the Ford rat truck and then the tilt and tip. So Michael Moraldo helped out with that one. Give him a shout out. He's been helping a lot lately. Arctic travel, that one's the idea of either traveling or rescuing in the snow, so you'll get some vehicles. It'll be a mix of things you might see if you're like in Alaska or anywhere there's heavy duty snow. So that's where like the Bantam makes sense. Dirty Mudders, I can't believe that name stuck, but there you'll see a special car right in the center that we're bringing back. That one's been a long time, years and years. Since that one's in particular, you'll see there's going to be a major change on that 33 Ford, and we're going from street rod to hot rod. So you'll see more of a traditional hot rod look to it. And then those are the 5-pack for 2018 developments. So just expect them in the stores as they start rolling in like in fall, this fall. So yeah. 9-pack exclusives. So yeah. So we went and took some of the favorites that were in our main line, and then we started bringing them in. And I mean, a couple of the tools we use a couple years or 3 years in the main line, and then we reuse them again. So the main one here is the BMW X5. You can see that one hasn't been around in a while. And I believe we might be adding 2 more to these, and we haven't selected those yet. But we want to keep a good balance of licensed and unlicensed. Clearly, you can see that it's mostly licensed. So I think it's going to go mostly licensed on the next ones. Color changers. You guys have been posting the new color changers. These are the next series of color changers. Don't have decos yet. So just wanted to show you the silhouettes that are coming. There's one new tool in particular that's a new tool that's coming out in here. Is a Jeep Rubicon 4-door. So it's going to be like a sneaky new tool, and then what we'll do is we'll convert it to steel, or Zamek. And then here's the GM 100th anniversary series, GM trucks. And this deco is 99%. There's some that I couldn't show, so these are early before we haven't had them fully approved. But there's some extra logos that show up because of the anniversary. So I removed those out, and you'll see that there's a new tool right in there too. That's a 47 Chevy ad truck, which we never made before. So it's the same scale as the 57 GMC truck, but it's an all new tool. And then some plastics coming back in. And then next, there's a Mercedes-Benz series. Yeah. So you're gonna see the GLE coupe again here, and we'll do a different color. So this will be like one of the only ones you see twice. There you'll see a new tool. It's the G550 G-Wagon, and then you'll see the 6x6 here in this version, and then the SLR. So there's that, the Mercedes-Benz series. New premium wheels are going to be developed, or they're being developed. So what we're doing is, I know there was a debacle about the whole Hot Wheels or Kobo wheels on Matchbox cars. So we're making new updated 2-piece wheels. And we had to be efficient with our tooling, so we're making the diameter of the wheel the same, and we're going to be able to mix and match the tires. So we could do an off-road version with multi-spoke. And then the first one is like a mag style, like a kidney bean with a tri-spoke. So when it gets hit, it looks like it's got a knockoff on it. And then the tuner style wheel has the fine spokes on it. And then the street tire will have a tread on it. And then the off-road tire will be about a 50, so it's like the SUV tires that you guys see. And then the other one's about a 45, so it's like a medium, I think it is. Yeah. And those go to the Matchbox Globetrotter series. So you'll see them here first. And people ask why it's Globetrotters, and I received this car. It's the orange Defender that traveled the world. And so the story was, what are we going to do for best of? And we discussed it a bit, and we wanted to keep the story going for the Defender. And the reasoning behind the Defender is that it traveled the world, it took pictures everywhere. So we decided it was a globe traveling. Actually, it's Globe Travelers, the actual final name. This was the early name. And the star car was the Defender 110. So you'll see the big body Defender Zamek. And then all the rest of the cars kind of go to a region. And you're going to see the Ford GT40 in this with the actual Gulf Racing deco on it. Yeah, so that's a big deal. Because Gulf Racing is going to be pulling those to sell separately too. And then there's the Audi R8, which you haven't seen in a while. And then the Mini Cooper S Cabriolet. So that's a good selection. These are 2-piece wheels, premium deco. I don't know if there's anything else to say about those. And then they're going to have the best of style packaging you saw with Matthew, where they'll have the box and a cool background. Yeah. Okay, and then here's Skybusters. Skybusters is going to keep on going, keep on trucking with that, and we have the new tool, so I wanted to show you guys the ideas that we had for those. Powered glider. This is a node to the old Aero Junior Matchbox item. So that was a basic, so we're going to bring a Skybusters version to it. The next one's the 5th generation jet. So, the military jets keep making, and currently I think they're actually at the 5th, and we're doing the 6th generation. So we're looking at what a jet would be like in the next generation, and still be relatively realistic, not too spacey, for Skybusters. The next one's a Dream Chaser spacecraft, and this is the spacecraft that's actually taking people up for NASA, and they also do cargo loads, so there might be 2 versions of this. The next one's the Airbus E-130 helicopter, and this one will be a dual usage. There's going to be a Jurassic Deco, if you're familiar with this helicopter. And then the Rutan Boomerang, we thought it was a cool silhouette where it's offset. Yeah, but wait, there's more. Yeah. So you guys liking it so far? Yeah. Yeah. There's only very few more slides. So 65th anniversary, it was mentioned. So I'm going to go into these items, and they're going to be special items. Let's go. There's a stuff. This is where we're talking about the name. The name's not in stone. Golden Nuggets was the early name because I was trying to treasure hunts. What's the other treasure hunts? Golden Nuggets. But if you go by anniversary years, it's actually sapphires. So then I was like, maybe they're gems. So it's a work in progress. Work in progress. Those are the selected cars. The decos are in progress also, but this is the kind of ideation and the actual tools that we're going to use. We're going to see if this goes well. We might implement deeper into the following year, and that's kind of the idea, to have those nice little items that you guys can chase. Yeah. Okay, and then this is the big one. So Matthew mentioned articulated feature, action feature. So I just went and threw it out there. All these are in process right now. They're in different forms of being developed. So there's some here. It's a challenge. They give me a challenge, and I'm gonna make it. So I can go through these. You guys want me to go through these each? Yeah. So the idea for this is that we're gonna bring back opening doors or moving parts. Everybody wants that, right? I love to make cars, and I love to make little cars, and if they have more features, even better. So then I thought about it a bit, and I said, what would make sense? And I think I looked at the history of Matchbox, and I found that the Mercedes-Benz 220 SC was like the first opening door car. So I started with that, and then I started seeing people's lists of which cars were the popular opening door cars. So then so then there's a mix of vintage and a mix of intermediate, 80s bringbacks, and then all new. So if you go through the top, there's the VW Type 3 Fastback with opening doors, the Mercedes 220 with opening doors. So we're bringing back the Nissan Xterra with the opening rear hatch. The Pontiac Grand Prix, that's the same. That's going to be a completely updated sculpt. Almost all these are completely updated sculpts. Opening doors. The Chevy Camaro is going to have an opening hood. It's going to be close to our convertible Camaro. It's a new version of it. The Ford Crown Victoria police car, we're going to do a dual usage, so we'll have a taxi version and a police version, and we'll have the rear doors open on that. So we're working on that. And all these are in development, so it could be that something drops, something comes back in and fills the spot. There's a Jeep Willys station wagon. That one's going to have opening doors. I know that that's one of those favorites on the list somewhere. Tesla X, we're going to try. We're going to try to open the doors upwards. Yeah. Let's see. There's a Chevy camper truck. Woo! That one's getting worked on. Currently we were at a 63 step side, and I wanted a 60s truck, and that fit the bill perfect for Chevy. There's the BMW i8, and that's going to have opening scissor doors. We're going to work that out, and that's where the premium version lies. There's the microbus with the 22 windows, or 23 windows, and the side barn doors, opening doors. And then the Nissan 300Z is going to be the classic tool brought back, and we'll clean it up and then make an opening hood. And then here's a little oddball one, but we thought it was a really cool challenge for us. It's going to be a half opening car, which is the Renault Trezor concept. It's a really cool concept car. It's a challenge. You got to have a really big challenge in here, so we'll see how we can do that one. I noticed in the 70s we had a lot of gassers and a lot of race cars, and some of them, like the Beetle, had a flip top hood, and that's part of the heritage of the development of Matchbox. So I want to throw in some gassers and race cars. So that one's going to be a flip top hood, and it'll be a gasser style. There'll be another one showing up next. The next one's a convertible from the 80s. It's a particular movie car. If you guys seen a movie with a loud horn, you'll know what it is when you see it. It's got opening doors. I wanted a convertible in here also, so that fit the bill. The last one's going to be the 2018 GMC Sierra pickup with opening doors. Actually, might be opening hood on that one. And then the 71 Torino funny car with opening flip top body, and then the original food truck would be a fix of our food truck that we have now into normal, and then we'll try to open the whole side on that one too. So, yeah, just throwing it out there. Next, here's the real working rigs collection. So on this one, we're going to work with to catch up to the schedules. We're working with what we got, and then we're going to have some new tools. So we have placeholders for those, and then we're going to have new. This is for fall, and then we'll have new tools come in later, and we'll have a mix of old and new tools at the same time. So there's the mix. What to expect. Just showing you guys what kind of silhouettes to expect. We're playing up the construction, fire, rescue first. And then some of these should work with some of the play sets. It's one of those things we have to do. And then here's the Premium Plus. So these are related to the other articulated vehicles. And so you'll see some doubled up here, and that's because those haven't been moved and backfilled. So there's some more surprise cars to come. But so you'll see the Mercedes again. There's the large Range Rover. There's the BMW i8 again. So these are all going to either drop or drop down from the other list, and then we'll have some more cars later on in the mixes. The microbus moves down, and then the Honda S2000 with opening hood, and then the Corvette Stingray with opening hood, and this will be the unpoliced version of our Stingray. And then we need another funny car to race, right, guys? So we'll bring the Dodge Charger in there, a vintage Dodge Charger. And then there's the 65th anniversary. Just closing that off, and I think keep going. And then this is Larry's collector poll. I just threw in some stars on the cars that we've checked off of his list, and we're still working on it actually. So there'd be more. Just to say that we don't forget about the list that you guys built and made, and I know this list was like more than 50 deep, so I have all of it, and we're always looking at that for reference and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so I guess this is the final part of this part of the presentation is the Matchbox custom car contest for 2017. So I don't know. Whoever follows, last year we did a custom car contest, did really well, and then at the end of the summer we showed at the JCCS car show all the cars. So what happens is that we had Instagram members that are customizers submit their vehicles, and we did some selections, and they're going to get a Zamac copy of either a Datsun 510 or a Nissan Junior. And they're going to customize it and send it back, and we're going to present it. And in the end, they're all winners because they all get a custom car and all that. So these are the winners for the 2017 Matchbox Custom Car Contest. Click. 100 little cars. So this guy came, he had a bunch of cool ones that are, you know, cool little customs. They're like Ratfinky. Can-Am Customs. And I'll repeat it a couple times in case they're watching live. Can-Am Customs. I guess this is Mark Amy's. Next. This was a funny name. Adi Pradena. They had cool dioramas, so we thought that was cool. And then one US Shube. And these were picked by the Matchbox team, and then we went back and forth and discussed things, and then, you know, we reduced from a lot of great entries. So just saying. Next. Car Lecter. That's a really lovely Land Rover right there, or yeah, Range Rover. One of my favorites. And then Chris Pryor 57. That was a really cool. There's an actual car that's like that in the UK, right? In the UK. Anyways, yeah. So I was astounded by the work on that one. Canchola Customs. I love the Herbie, and I love the diorama. That was pretty cool. Coral Customs. That was another cool Jeep right there, or Willis. Go ahead. Richard Formula One. He had a couple entries, and they were really cool looking, different ideas going on there. Next one, Sharon Tarshish. They had a lot of patina added to their cars, so I thought that was a really cool one. Five Pudley did this, and this was off of a Photoshop of that concept we had going. I thought that was a really cool thing to do, and it's really clean. Patco Customs. There's a familiar van right there. It's pretty cool looking.
What's up?
Yeah. Rip City Customs. I like the color change looking paint. That was really nice. And then it's our Audi R8. Father Holzmo. This guy has like some crazy hand painting skills. And I love that he always says that he doesn't unrivet them. He just paints them. I don't know how he does it. I can't do that. It's crazy. This one was a fun one. They took the tuk-tuk and they made a little island scooter out of it. Tuno Gosglov. So Tuno Gosglov. And then Tactic Rainbows. That was cool. The articulated feature on the Ram truck there. Yeah. My Custom Hot Wheels gets one. They somehow foretold the future there. They have a nice custom bus. El Campos 37. He always does these super detailed, tiny paint jobs. We never get anything like that in production. Okay, this guy. Oh man, I don't think that this is not the updated one, is it? All right. Anyways, we'll keep on going. Sven's World of Diecast. This guy killed it. He made all kinds of Matchbox customs, and that's one of our castings right there. Slightly unfortunate with cool wheels, but it's all right. Luke's custom wheels. Man, that's another one of our castings. That looks like a real car. It's insane. Oh, 2 years in a row.
We missed some.
Yeah, we missed a few. But somebody gets it. Go to the next shot. Whoa. 3-inch diecast Bliss gets it 2 years in a row, and I think it's funny to see some of the comments, but we get comments and we get comments and we get comments. But he gets the Troll Award for the 2nd year in a row. Hopefully he's listening. And what was funny is that he submitted either it's the same one, but the roof is painted a different color, and he did that on purpose. But it's the same same exact custom that he submitted for the custom car contest. I think that there is about 4 to 6 more that we're missing. Unfortunately, the PowerPoint either is not shooting out right here, but we're gonna have to follow up on those. John, are you?
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Go back up one. Okay, strengths. And then go down to go down. Double. Control award. Go. Maybe it was the animation. But on those extra winners.
You want me to tell you what they are right now?
Yeah, just tell me what they are.
You tell me if they're already mentioned. Chamchola Customs.
Chamchola Customs, yes, I'll just mention them.
78 Toy 4DR.
78 Toy 4DR. I know he's around.
Richard Formula we already mentioned.
Richard Formula, I'll just read them through.
You want me to, I'll start from the top even if
Yeah.
they've been mentioned, just so that they can hear
Yeah,
their
yeah.
names.
Sorry to do this because we had a little PowerPoint mishap on that one.
And make it clear, while I'm reading it, I did not choose
Yeah,
these.
yeah.
I want people to know I did not choose these. 100 Little Cars.
100 Little Cars.
Coro Customs.
Coro Customs.
Radar 468.
Radar 468.
Canon Customs.
Canon Customs.
Canon. Addy Pradana.
Addy Pradana.
One US Hoob or Shoob or something
One
like
US
that.
Shoe. I'm just reading them up.
Shirtsy's Customs.
Shirtsy's Customs.
Red Star Customs.
Red Star Customs.
Car Lector.
Car Lector.
Chris Pryor 57.
Chris
Pryor.
Pryor 57.
Chanchola Customs, which you
Chanchola,
mentioned.
yeah.
78 Toy 4DR.
Yeah.
Richard Formula.
Richard Formula.
Sharon Tarsish.
Sharon Tarshish.
5 Pudley.
5 Pudley.
Patco Customs.
Patco Customs.
Rip City Customs.
Rip City Customs.
Father Holzmo.
Father Holzmo.
And Tono Gosklob.
Tono Goslov. How many more do you got?
Like 5.
Okay.
Tassi Trainbows.
Tassi
My
Custom
Custom
Trainbows.
Hot Wheels.
My Custom Hot Wheels.
El Campos 37.
El Campos 37.
Sven's World of Hot Wheels.
Sven's World of Hot Wheels.
And Luke's Hot Wheels.
Okay, Luke's Hot Wheels. And that's it. That's it for the presentation. The auction's next. Sorry if I dragged it out. Goodbye. I think that's it.
Well, we want to see what's underneath the.
Oh
The
yeah,
cover.
that's what you guys waited for.
All right, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and look and see what's under the cover, and during the same time, if you have your yellow tickets, you can come and get your second car, and the auction will begin at 8:30. Thanks. Good presentation, guys. Good stuff.